Today we're going to be thinking about faith. What do you think faith is? Did you have a look and see what those children had written down about what they thought faith was? Faith is believing and trusting in something that you can't see. And we're continuing to look at our series about God's armour, the special invisible armour we get as Christians when we decide to follow Jesus, that we get to put on to protect us. Now, we're thinking about the shield of faith today. And a shield will protect you from arrows and swords and things coming up you. And we need, as Christians, the shield of faith when we start to have doubts. And you think, well, what does doubt mean? Well, sometimes when we're Christians and we go through really hard times, we might start to doubt that Jesus even exists. And we might think, I don't believe in him. Everything's too hard. He's obviously not there. And that can be the devil trying to get us away from Jesus because he doesn't want us to be Jesus's friend. Also, we need our shield of faith when we struggle with trying to make choices, because often we want to make the wrong choices. So we need our shield of faith to help us in those times too. Now, I don't know if you saw on the video of John throwing ping pong balls at me, but when I had my shield, it protected me. Now, Roman shields were very large, and this one isn't even as big as it would have been. It would have been from the bottom of the Roman soldiers' feet right up to probably about here. And they were slightly curved, and they protected them against swords and arrows, and it wasn't fixed. If you think about the armour, so far we've done the belt of truth, we've done the breastplate of righteousness, we've done the helmet of salvation, and they were all fixed to your body. But the shield is moving around. And the reason you can move your shield around is so you can direct it at where the arrows and the swords were coming. So you could see when those ping pong balls were being flung at me, I was able to move my shield around and cover myself to keep myself safe. And that's what we need to do with our shield of faith. We need to make sure that we pick it up, not in our own strength, but ask God to help us pick up our shield of faith and aim it at when we find doubts coming into our mind, or when we want to make wrong decisions and we're feeling guilty. We have to remember our shield of faith and pick it up and use it, because God always keeps his promises, and we can trust him. I couldn't say that. So, the other thing that's really important about Roman soldiers and the way they use their shields was they would work as a team and a unit, and they often would make a pattern like this. So you can have a look. There's a Roman army unit, and they're picking up their shields, and they used to make different shapes or formations. They were called different names, like the tortoise. And you can see on this one, they're all working together, and they're picking up their shields, and they're making a massive cover so that when the enemy tries to attack them, they can protect them, each other, and look after each other. And that's something I think we need to think about. Do we make sure that we spend time with our Christian friends? Ask your adults, especially at the moment when we can't meet together in a church building and encourage each other and build each other up. How are we using our shields together to help each other? Is your adult making sure that they're connecting with their Christian friends? Are they texting them, praying with them over the phone, or meeting up outside, making sure that they're helping other friends who are Christians that need help, and of course friends that aren't Christians, but we can work together to look after each other and protect us against the devil when he tries to put doubts in our way, particularly on the kind of hard year that we're having at the moment. So if you look in the old part of the Bible, there's lots and lots of people in the Bible, in the old part of the Bible, the Old Testament, who showed faith and really showed how they trusted God and trusted him to protect them in hard times. And if you look on our video clip, it gives you the Bible Hall of Fame, which shows you lots of different characters in the Bible that trusted God. So a few I can think of is Abraham and Sarah, because they were told that they would have babies, and they didn't right until they were really old, but they trusted God to keep his promise. And Joseph, all the awful things that happened to Joseph, being flung in a well, being put into prison, being lied about and rejected, he had faith and he trusted in God to keep his promises as well. Have a look at that video and see if you can help your grown-up to look up all those different people in the Bible and find out how they had faith when times were hard. So God is always faithful to us. He always keeps his promises. We can completely trust him. And when we have doubts or that we're thinking we might make the wrong choice, we can pick up our shield of faith and ask God to protect us. So think about that this week, and then next week we'll be looking at our last piece of armour. So have a good week and see you soon. Bye.